What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV for another watch along. Tottenham can go 5 points clear at the top of the table, Iggy. Are you excited?
Do you know what? These days, I'm always excited to whenever Tottenham plays, even if it is on a Friday night. It's still great to not only see the boys back in play, but also to see the likes of Bissouma and my boy, the one I've always been most excited about, Bentancur, back on the subs bench. It's just, you know, the quality is there now on the bench as well, should we need it.
Yeah, look, Ben and Sim are at the game. So obviously there'll be obviously the match day vlog and Sim and Ben going crazy with the away fans. And look, the away fans are always key.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think. I know Palace haven't scored. You know, Eze's out, Elise's out. And they obviously, Newcastle took them to the cleaners a little bit of the weekend. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think.
No. For me at home, Palace are, you know, they're not as, you know, you're not going to be the Palace that played away against Newcastle. It's a London derby. Don't forget, that's the second one in a week for us. And London derby so has passed under the floodlights. They're a loud bunch, and I think for as long as their team can give the fans something to shout about, it would be a hard play, a loud place to go to. But what we must do, as always, is find a way to silence the crowd if we can. We know our fans are always in loud voice away from home, so I'm thoroughly looking forward not only the battles in the terraces, but always the battle on the field as well. I look forward to it. Yeah,
look, and big up everyone in the chat. I'm not going to shout. I am going to shout, smash the like button throughout the stream. You know that. Big up, Kernu, Chris. And you look, we got to do it, right? We got to do it. It's good for the algorithm. It supports the channel. And big up to everyone in New York, in Flannery's Bar. The last time I haven't been back on the channel since I was there. Crazy experience. It's what, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, nearly. They're going to be loud. Brandon Troller will be there.
Big up to all the club supporters around the world.
But just because I was there and I got to meet Brandon Troller and I got to meet Scott, who was a fan, and you know, it was an immense atmosphere. So if you're ever in New York, head out to Flannery's Bar. It's an insane atmosphere. And also over to Brooklyn if you're over in Brooklyn, to go over to, I don't know where they meet up, but yeah, look, insane support from abroad, and big up to everyone watching from around the world. 4 a.m. in Australia, which is mad.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world.
Exactly. So look, before we get into the teams, let's get into the teams before we do score predictions. So yeah, we'll go into the Tottenham side. There's 3 changes from the side, or 3 changes, 2 changes. Two changes. So we have Bissouma coming back in for Højbjerg and Ben Davies in at left back for Destiny Udogie. Udogie hasn't trained all week. He's had a slight fever, let's just say. So he should be back for the Chelsea game. And obviously that's probably the right choice, let's just say. But yeah, as we have been the kind of last few games, Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Davis, Bissouma, Sarr and Maddison, Kulusevski, Son and Richarlison. Iggy, your thoughts on the lineup?
Listen, it's a strong lineup. Obviously, the forced changes in Davis coming in for Udogie, who was obviously very unwell. He came off in the previous game because he's just fatigued, and Sarr, he's back. He's kept his place. Bissouma, coming back. Obviously, he's on a yellow card away from suspension, so he must show signs of maturity and really step up and not picking up any petulant yellow cards. We really can't afford to have that. If it's a yellow card because, you know, the game required it, absolutely fine, but we really need him to step up and stop picking up those silly yellows. And up front is as expected with Richie, Kulusevski, Son. I really hope for Richarlison that he can get a couple of goals. But like I said earlier on, I'm excited to have a little bit more balance on the bench. We've got Foster, Royal, Dyer, Højbjerg, Skip, Bentancur, Lo Celso. Every time I say Bentancur, I smile. And Lo Celso, we've got a Brian Hill and Johnson. So it's got a nice variety in that. We're getting everyone back slowly but surely, and long may it continue. For as long as this happens, as long as we've got everyone available, we will keep marching on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're right. With Bissouma, he can't go into tackles thinking, half-hearted, worried about that. But like you say, the petulance, the dissent, the kicking the ball away, something silly that keeps him out of the Chelsea game. I just want to see us going. What we haven't done all season, we've played well in parts. Well, obviously, Fulham second half we didn't.
Yeah,
play
it was a great
well.
second half. You're right.
And Arsenal aside, and maybe Burnley, they've probably been the two games that we've played well from start to finish. But all the other games, which is encouraging. I'm not saying it's a negative. It's encouraging because we've got an opportunity now, and like Anne says, there are going to be bumps in the road. But let's see what happens, because look, I want to see this game done early. So we can bring Bissouma off, so we can maybe get some minutes into Johnson and Bentancur before maybe the Chelsea game. Maybe it's too early. I guess we'll wait and see. But I just want to see us finish this game early, put on a professional performance, and get away with 3 points, 5 points clear, and everything else. Anvil, Barry, can we talk about Emma Goat on the bench? He always plays good when you're in the studio cheering him on. Look, I walk a tightrope every time with Emerson, right? Either everyone's going to come at me because he does something stupid, or I'm going to come at them because he scored a goal or he's done anything. But he has, to be fair. He scored against Man City and I was here. He scored against Brentford and I was here. So, look, it's going to be interesting. But I think, look, Davies is the right choice.
Sure.
And we would just want to see it. Palace's lineup then, before we get the score predictions, because we're nearly ready to go. Johnson in goal, Ward, Anderson, Gueye and Mitchell, Decore, Lerma, Hughes, Ayew, Schlupp and Edouard up front. Iggy, do you see any danger from that Palace team from anywhere?
Well, look, for me, obviously, the Ayew, if he's playing on the right-hand side, they're right. Or Schlupp, to be honest, depending if which way around they played. Obviously, the fullbacks are going to be tested, so the wide areas is going to be quite of a battle. The midfield, obviously, I still fancy our midfield against theirs. But you're right, what you said earlier on in regards to us in the second half. We played well in the first half in the last game. The second half, our game management wasn't as good. Despite the fact that we had the lead, we didn't keep the ball well. We didn't manage the game well in the second half. We should have done a little bit better than what we. So hopefully, if we find ourselves in a similar situation, I look forward to seeing how we do manage the game, and hopefully we're better. I don't want to see too many changes in the team unnecessarily, because I don't think this is going to be a clear. I think this is going to be a well fought battle, and I think we're going to have to fight every single tooth and now in every minute of this game.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Look, 2 minutes to go till we start. There's nearly 1,000 of you in here. Smash that like button, people. I'm going to keep saying it. Likes equals goals. And we've had 2 messages here. One from Jory, a member for 32 months. Big up, Jory. Finally a pair of real men in the studio. Big up from Tenerife. THFC is finally matching Barry's optimism. Could we? I don't know. Could we win today? Absolutely. I don't think.
Yeah, sure. Of course we can.
I hope you're not talking about winning the league, but could we?
No, winning tonight. Let's listen.
Tonight.
I'm all for one game. Absolutely, I'm all for one game at a time. The only game that matters for me, for Spurs right now, for all of us, should be tonight and tonight only. I don't want to hear about Chelsea. I don't want to hear about anything else. I just want us to focus on tonight and doing our best to get the 3 points. But I think we're having a minute's silence in there for Bobby Charlton, I believe.
Yeah, and just while we're waiting for that, TO17, 3 p.m. here in Quincy, Massachusetts, watching during college lecture. Been watching for a while. Come on, you Spurs. 3-1 Tottenham. So they're just having a minute's silence. So let's get your score predictions in the chat. And Laura's just messaged me saying, get the goat on. So she believes as well.
Get the goat on. What are you saying? What is your score prediction tonight?
I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go same as Fulham, 2-0 Spurs.
I'm undecided between 2-1 and 3-1. Although our defence has been doing really well in keeping clean sheets. But do you know what? I've just seen, the guys are with me 3-1. They're saying 3-1 as well. So let's go with the majority. Let's go with 3-1 Spurs.
Okay, interesting.
Sir Bobby Charlton, absolute legend.
So it's a minute silence and followed by a minute of applause. So yeah, it's going to be an incredible atmosphere already. And also Bill Kenwright as well. Sadly lost his life the other night. Yeah, football losing some greats there.
Tottenham all in white tonight. We thought we was going to be in.
I thought we were going to be in away kit. The pictures were having the away kit and everything else. It was crazy.
That's right. We was talking about it on the images on social media where Spurs wearing the away kit, the navy kit, and we didn't quite understand why we'd wear navy when Palace wear blue and red. But it turns out Spurs are all in white. I must admit, I do love the all white look. I don't know how you guys in the chat feel about it.
Yeah, I love it.
Are you anyone missing the navy shorts, or do you want to? Or should we move forward with all white?
And we're raring to go, people. And we're off.
We're off, guys. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs.
Madison's pull it over. Says left hand side, plays it into Richarlison, who for him and Sims' case needs some goals. Sims boy, Romero just calmly chests it back, and it looks like Spurs are going to dominate possession, a bit like we did the other night. Romero just holding the ball. It looks like Palace are going to sit back, and are they going to let us walk out? I don't know. I really don't know. It's going to be a really interesting game. Here comes Kulusevski. Back to Sarr. Into Bissouma. Nearly puts Sarr under pressure there with that ball. Goes all the way back to Vicario. It's a bit of a press, which is good because we don't want Palace just sitting back and us having to do everything. Madison, look, it's they're
kind of half pressing. They're giving Spurs the time at the back. They look like this, like kind of everyone behind the ball. It said 4-3-3 on the lineup, so it's actually looking more like a 4-5-1.
Yeah.
Hughes just behind the front man. Everyone's behind the ball. No pressing. Look, everyone's going. Palace players are literally
ball over the top from Romero. Madison's there. Oh, not nearly.
Every Palace player is behind the ball. They're in their own half.
And all we can hear is Palace fans at the moment.
Yeah, it's always going to be the way.
Ben Davies there with a great header there. Vicario now on the ball to Van der Ven. Where are we? Madison's kind of hanging around that centre circle now. Porro now looks to unleash Kulu now on the right-hand side. He's just a little bit too much, but Kulu's pressing. So Son, nearly getting there, and Johnson just hits it out of play. Mitchell kind of put his keeper under a bit of pressure there.
We're shaking now.
Madison's asking Davis.
Every single Palace player inside their own half. We've got a centre-back in their half as well.
Yeah.
So we're really pushing them back.
Ref.
Just literally have two centre-backs and everyone else is in Palace's half.
Here comes Sarr now. Out to Porro. Porro tries to give it back to Sarr. He carries on. Carries on driving. Good from Sarr. Crosses it in the middle. No one was there. No one
gamble, man.
Bissouma now to Madison. Madison. He tried to just play it. Did you? I don't know whether
knowing
you saw
that Sarr was going to win that ball, he clearly was going to. That ball was not going to go out before him getting there. So why want someone like Richarlison?
And I don't know whether you noticed against Fulham, Madison was playing balls, but he was absolutely pinging it at players. Yeah. I don't know. People weren't doing it. Tottenham on the press again. Davis unchallenged. Bissouma now. Richarlison. I mean, Palace are just sitting back, and we're going to have to try and unlock this defence. Super chat here from TK100. Hi from Tokyo, Japan. 4 a.m. here. Good to see Bentancur on the bench. 2-0. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely. Big up. Oh, no. You weren't in control of that, Maddison. They don't look like they want to even attack Palace. Ben Davies was unchallenged with that header, and they had a chance to press forward, and it just wasn't happening. Really strange. Ben Davies now. Out to Richarlison. Goes on the overlap. Richarlison loses the ball. Oh, no. But look, even now, look, they don't even look like they want to go forward. And the Aaron Hughes just kicks it out of touch. This is really odd from Palace. Really odd.
Don't forget, they're not been picking up a good a run of results. They got pumped at Newcastle away 4-0. I think for their first sort of 15, 20 minutes, they want to keep things a little bit tight at the back.
Go on, Porro. Go on, Porro. Just giving it out. Right, Sarr now. Basuma looking for the ball. Goes back to Romero. And Romero and Van der Ven are literally, they're not like just in their half. They are comfortably in Palace's half. Ben Davies now. Richarlison. Plays into Davies. Good from Davies, but it just wasn't strong enough. But he's lost it. Maddison's won it again. Back to Mickey Van der Ven. 5-10 yards inside Palace's half. Just walking pace from Palace at the moment.
Every single player is in Palace's half, including our two centre-halves.
Kulusevski now trying to get the ball. Porro now trying to get it. Here they come. Aaron Hughes is through. But Van der Ven with his pace. Are you now? Has a shot. Oh! It did test Vicario. Oh, ref.
So those are the kind of things we've got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Getting caught on the counter. A little bit of a faster player there. Instead of Hughes, it would have been Kloon for on goal. I know Van der Ven's quick, but we can't be too what's the word? Too gung ho with our leaving up such spaces and such amount of pitch for them to get in behind.
Look.
There you go. Look, if he's a little bit quicker there.
Oh, I don't know. Van der Ven's pretty quick. That moved right at the last minute.
Yeah.
Good save.
I think Davies has got to get closer to him and make sure he doesn't have that much time. There's a little warning there.
Little warning sign for Spurs. And the other thing as well, it's lifted the crowd. $1,282 of you here, but only 224 likes. Come on, people. I won't shout then. It's through. Oh, it's another great save from Vicario.
That's
strong left hand down to his left.
It's 2 now.
Two warning signs. Here comes the press now. And again, through the middle there. Wins the header, but Van der Ven's there again to mop it up. They're going down that right-hand side. The header on with the challenge against Porro and trying to get in between Romero and Van der Ven there.
But the dangers are coming from the wide areas, man. This is what I was saying earlier on. I feel like that's where...
Romero telling the players to calm down as well. Come on, people. Sarr now to Romero. 8 minutes nearly gone. It's still 0-0. Palace have had 2 shots on target. Richarlison has had three times he's had the ball and he's lost it all 3 times. But this is how it's going to be. Palace are going to sit deep. They're going to try and look and hit us on the counter. Kulu now. Just like you said, it's like a 4-5-1 that Palace are playing. There's just
they're set up for the counter.
There's no room in the middle of the park.
They're set up for the counter. A bit slow to react there. Really slow to react. But the keeper's...
What I love about Vicario is he's just so loud, talking to those defenders, telling them what they need to be doing.
He looks like he's in the moment, you know. He's not someone... Even when he hasn't got much to do, he's still very present.
Well, even and you'll notice it if you've gone to see the games home or away, even when we've got a corner, he's talking to the players that are on the halfway line, telling them where they need to be, making sure that they're, you know, doing what they should be doing. Oh, Maddison's beating the offside trap. Oh, no one there.
I thought he should have given it to Son. I'm not sure what happened there because I thought he had a clear line of Son. A little round the corner from Richarlison on the left-hand side, Maddison making a run, puts it across the... It didn't quite look...
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there with Son. He kind of look, you can see him there. I knew you could see him.
Couldn't get his feet
and then he just
right,
went. It just went.
What is he doing?
Yeah,
so
I thought he just took a couple of touches more than he needed to, Maddison. Should have put it in first time.
Oh, that's nasty from Hughes there on the back of Van der Ven.
Yellow? No,
I don't think he's going to give a. I don't think he's going to give a yellow card. Should be.
I thought it should have been a yellow card there. We'll see in a sec. There you go.
On the
they're horrible. They're the horrible ones, people. They're the huge. They're on his left foot, catches the back of the heel of Van der Ven, so it's right on his Achilles. Those to me, they're dangerous. They're horrible. They're horrible kind of ones.
No yellow. So let's see if the
no yellow
same,
cards. He's giving them a benefit of doubt.
We're treated in the same way.
I don't know why Van der Ven's getting booed for that. I don't get
outrageous. Outrageous. 1,400 of you in it now. Come on, people. 300 likes. Smash that like button. Get Spurs up the pitch. Get them getting towards the goal. Kulu now. Oh, Suma just strength in that midfield.
I do want to see the wide players, though. Kulu and Richie. Really.
Romero now. Crossfield ball. Looking for Richarlison, but Ben Davies has done well there. Richarlison now. Oh, loses it again. Jeez, man. Can't get a break, Richarlison, at the moment, can he? And then he gives away the free kick. Can't get a break at the moment, can he, Richarlison? No. Everything he does. Everything he does.
I do definitely feel that the wide areas are the ones we should try and pursue with. We need these boys to really kick in and get those runs from Maddison in those areas as well, like he did earlier on for that.
Crossfield ball. What a pass that is. He just turns inside. Gets it all the way back to Guay.
I like the fact that Maddison's playing really close to Son, so he's not completely isolated up there.
Porro now.
Yeah.
Sloppy, Spurs. Sloppy. Come on, people. Come on, Spurs. Believe, people. Believe. Ball comes back from Palace, a throw, and they've gone all the way back to Johnson again. Sonny running at him to put him under pressure. Just kicks it long. Davis and Ayew, and both of them have missed it, and Ayew's come away with the ball. Completely. Ayew whips it in. Vicario's there.
I do feel like that side. I did say at the beginning, Ayew against Davis, I think he'd fancy his chances. I think that's one area that they'll look to exploit.
Romero now to Van der Ven. Into Ben Davis. Goes across to Christian Romero. Van der Ven now. Out to Maddison now. Maddison on this left-hand side, looking for the ball. Just trying to find space, but there's no space at all. Has to go back to Romero.
Everyone's in there off. So the spaces are going to be loose. Just back, quick 1-2s.
Yeah, like this.
Moving the ball quickly.
That's not a foul, ref. I'm sorry. Not sure about that. So 13 minutes have gone.
Just as we expected, loud crowd.
Yeah, the best chance has probably gone. Best chance has been to Palace. Two chances. Yeah, and 2 good saves from Vicario.
Everyone behind the ball and just trying to get us on the counter attack, trying to take advantage of any sign of set pieces situation. And it's up to us really to try and break them down.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the story of this game. That's a great ball to Sonny, into Sarr, Sarr into Maddison. Maddison just fouled there. Just another one on the back of the Achilles.
Yeah, I'm not liking these fouls, guys. I'm not liking these fouls. It's the second one. I think it's at the back of the Achilles again. Watch. Bang, there you go. Ridiculous, man.
Oh, that's nasty.
There you go.
Oh.
You see, they don't look much when you look at it on TV, but unless you're at the end of it, those studs at the back, they're horrible.
Are we gonna see someone ping it?
No yellow card again by the referee. So that's the second one that he's allowed to go. I hope we get the same sort of grace. When it comes
absolutely. I want Maddison to hit one, man. Madison's got to put one in the top bin sooner or later. 1,500 of you watching now. Come on, people, smash that like.
Basuma's placed it. Then Maddison's placed it. Someone's got to take this.
I want
That's
to. It's
quite
a bit
far
out, isn't it?
This has got to be a knuckle ball. He's got to hear it. Way over the bar. Way over the bar.
Maddison's shaking his head. What was that?
It was a knuckle. He tried to hit it with a, but it's just completely.
Maddison's speaking to the ref about the.
He won't be taking the next one, that's for sure.
Yeah. Maddison's limping at the moment. Johnson now with the goal kick. 15 minutes gone. 0-0. What are we doing here? Passing it back. Ben Davies back all the way back to Vicario. It's not been a very exciting game thus far, but we need to just get down those wings, I think. You're right, Iggy. Here, Richarlison turns in, clips it to Sonny.
Come on, Son.
Got it back to Maddison. Now they're booing Maddison. It's outrageous. Maddison just loses it. Mickey van der Ven came there. Now he's out, but great tackle there from Basuma. Otherwise, Palace are away. Here we go. Porro now. Out to Kulusevski. This is better. Spread the play a little bit. Kulu whips it in. Back post. Richie's there. Maddison. Oh, he just leans over it. Leans back. Sorry, and...
Good little play, though,
That was good play there. Richarlison did really well there to get that back.
Kulusevski on the right there, putting the ball to the back post. Richarlison knocking it back. And Maddison on the half volley. Didn't quite get the connection that he wanted. Blazes it over for a goal kick for Palace. But it was a good little move, good play.
Yeah, it's always rising there.
Just the execution was a little bit off. Well, not a little bit off, quite off. But we move.
We move. We move. Johnston now. Another goal kick. Ben Davies just getting absolutely bullied off the ball there by Ayew again. Oh, good. Romero come smashing that ball out.
Signs are there, aren't they? You see,
Yep.
Van der Ven had to come across, then Romero has had to come across. So it's something to watch, guys. Ayew versus Davis. He's getting a lot of joy on this right-hand side.
Now we can hear the Spurs fans. Well done, Maddison. And he's just giving it away. Super chat from Nicholas Walker. I like Richie's passion and effort, but we need
Spurs
quality
on
the ball too, which he can't offer. Johnson on at half-time and give him a run of games.
He'll get his minutes. Johnson will get his minutes. Just making sure they've all come back from injury, so you don't want to lose them straight away. So, but I'm sure he'll get minutes tonight.
Maddison now dropping deep, plays it to Richarlison. Richarlison plays it back to Maddison. Maddison looking for space. Basuma now. Basuma back out to Sarr. Porro wants it. Kulu's there, and then the ball's just been kicked out, and I think that's a Spurs throw, yeah.
Mate, I'm telling you now, we get that first goal. We get that goal, you could see the complete difference in the tie. I haven't heard too much of the Spurs fans tonight.
No, just then I heard a bit of when the Spurs go marching in.
Come on, boys. You guys are brilliant normally away from home. As well as you are at home, brilliant away. Normally we can leave you loud over the TV. We haven't quite got that voice yet. Need
Van
to
der
find
Ven
that.
driving forward. Richarlison now. Madison. Back to Richarlison. Richarlison! Oh, that's a shot.
Come on, son, man. It's got to hit.
Got to hit the target. Got to hit the target.
It's a poor effort, isn't it? It's a poor effort.
It is. 20 minutes gone then. Spurs are growing into the game, but we haven't really had... Palace have still had the better chances. Johnson now with the goal kick again down towards that, and Richarlison gets there, but
Why are
Alan
they not
Hughes
talking
is there.
to each other? Davis and Richarlison both gone up for the same ball. One's... Oh.
Madison, nearly got there. Here we go now. Ayew again on this left-hand side. Hughes plays it back. Palace go back. Anderson pings a ball. Great ball from Anderson.
I like this player. He's a really good player.
Mitchell, Schlupp now. Romero's all over him.
Wow,
Well
he's got
done,
that ball back.
Romero. Porro now to Kulu. Kulu into Sarr now. Sarr gives it back to Kulu. And it's a great tackle, covering tackle there from Guay. Porro now. Halfway line. Throws it back to Romero.
That Anderson looks a real good player, man, especially on the ball. His distribution from the back is second to none.
Oh, yeah.
He plays like a centre midfielder, holding a DM there with it, spreading the ball. Really good on the ball, man. I would love for Spurs to get someone like him in on board as well. I think he's quality.
Sarr now. Out to Porro. Kulu on the overlap. Porro turns, drives inside. Keep going, Porro. Keep going.
Yeah, the problem is the ball's got to go with him.
I know. I know.
He was going.
Porro now throws it back to Sarr. Miscontrols it a little bit. Back to Romero on the halfway line. Romero's looking for runners, for space. Sarr now. Out to Porro. Porro now. Back to Sarr. Sarr across to Madison. Madison to Basuma, who turns. Great
Rolled
turn.
him completely.
Drives in there. Gives
Brilliant.
it to Sonny. Sonny loses it, though. And here come Palace on the counter-attack. Ayew's got space now with Ben Davis out of position. But
Where's the foul, man?
oh, that's a little bit...
Where's the foul?
Sonny's asking the question, where's the foul? Absolutely.
It's soft. Really, really soft. It does concern me, though. We lose the ball and we've got so many players up.
Yeah.
And it just takes one or two balls and they're in. We've been bailed out by the keeper twice. So they've been a bit more poignant when they attack us. We've had more of the control of the game. We've got in a couple of times, but we haven't been quite as clinical.
Yeah. So, ball comes in from Aaron Hughes. Looking for Gay now. No one at the back post again, but the ball wasn't great. But again, hang on a minute.
VAR check.
No?
No, look, they're checking.
No.
I don't know, man. I don't think anyone knows what's going on there. But again, Davis and Richarlison getting themselves mixed up. I don't know.
That can't be a penalty.
Nah, move on.
That's a penalty, then that's
We
ridiculous.
moved on. VAR checks over, complete, no penalty.
DJ Marcus Anstey says, Iggy, you're officially a YouTube celeb.
Big up, Marcus.
Suma now out to Saar. Here we go. Kulu on the overlap. Sonny's Kulu now. Plays it Son on the overlap. Son's there. Oh, he's just miskicked it. Oh, Saar.
1-2 Kulu Saar. Saar's about to put the ball in and the ball rolls on his left foot. He's about to cross on his right. Misses the ball completely. Goes off.
Bobby K, a member for 20 months. Big up Nick, Iggy, and all in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Bobby K.
Big up, Bob. Big up to everyone putting all the super chats and memberships and every single one of you in the comments.
But you could put some more likes in, if I'm honest.
Don't be tight.
Don't be tight. It's free of charge. Here comes Vicario, just picks it up, gives it to Porro.
Listen, you might as well put the likes in now, otherwise you're just going to hear Nick going on about it all night. So
exactly, that's all I'm going to go on about.
Yeah, just don't. Why does he keep just do it. Likes? Get it out of the way with. Done and dusted.
Done. Everything. Van der Ven now to Davis. Davis now. Basuma's lost it. Oh, well, he's won it back. Well done. Romero now. Porro looking for the ball over the top to Sonny. Oh, Madison's picked up the second ball. Ref. Not getting given anything. Here comes, well done from Porro. Good defending. Gives it to Ben Davis, who's inside. Plays it out to Richarlison. Go down the line, Ben. Go down the line, Ben. Richarlison now. Plays it in, but it's just too heavy. Anderson's there, just plays it out, and here we go. Oh, Basuma dived in there, he got lucky.
Missed him.
Madison now.
Oh. Thankfully, he missed him.
I know. I know. That was a yellow. Oh, my God, Richarlison. Are you now? Basuma now. On the scraps, plays it to Madison. Madison now. Turns in. Turns again. Richarlison's in the way. Get out of the way, Richie! Oh, that's great for Madison. But no one's there. Kulu picks it up. Saar to Porro. Porro back to Saar. Can you believe how many times Richarlison got in the way there?
I think it was just screen. It was acting as a screen.
Yeah. Van der Ven now. Driving forward. Oh, my God.
Oh, why there?
He's so bad. He's so bad. $27 minutes gone now.
Okay, look, both of them gone up for the header.
Both of them gone up for the header. And
so Richarlison.
Oh, and here we go. Schlupp. Plays it for... Oh!
Bloody hell.
I didn't think he knew much about that. Oh, finally,
so Palace are getting a little bit braver because they're capitalising on our mistakes. So a couple of times, both Richarlison and Ben Davies have gone up for the same header. So Ben Davies is behind Richarlison. Richarlison wins the flick, and then Ben Davies is out of position because he's so close to him. Why is that communication not happening sooner? If it's Ben Davies is going to get the ball, he can see the whole picture. Tell Richarlison to leave it so he can attack it. So a couple of times it's happened there.
Tottenham throw deep in the Palace half. Ben
Come
Davis
on, Spurs.
Take it. Come on, Spurs.
I really do believe that if we get that goal, we're going to see a complete and utter dominance from Spurs in this game. At the moment, they're drawing courage. Palace are drawing courage of the fact that they're keeping it tight, but they're being really... They look like they can hurt Spurs if they attack, or with their attacks.
Kulu now. Ref, come on, man.
Holding his shirt.
That's a good. Oh,
No,
it's too
that's
much.
not the
Nice
one.
try.
We're trying to find a way through.
Yeah.
At the moment, there's not a lot of space. Not a lot of space. 72 possession against the 28. But on target, we look at it, two to them, none to us.
That's better. Richarlison left, Ben Davis left it. There's a bit more there, but then Aaron Hughes now trying to get in behind, but it's just played a little bit too hard.
Yeah, Hughes and Ayew are taking it in turns to like move into those wide areas. Definitely, they're coming more on this side where Davis is rather than on the other side where Porro's.
Come on, Ben. Not going to throw it across there to you, Sar. Great, good for Mickey van der Ven. Back to Vicario. Vicario trying to force Spurs up, drive them forward, shouting at them to go forward. Sar now into space there for Porro, just loses control there. Kulu tries to get it, but I think it's gone out yet. It's gone out for a Palace throw in.
Van der Ven give you Vertonghen vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Back on again. On a Monday night this time.
Yeah, we don't.
Romero's caught one in the face. The ref didn't originally stop.
As a head injury, he's got to stop play.
Yeah.
As the rules are very clear.
Let's have a look. Oh, Edouard wasn't even looking at the ball, and he just shoulder barged him.
How's that not a foul?
How is that not a foul?
I don't get it. So there's a ball over the top, guys. Romero's got it in line. He's just about to header it, and Eduardo just completely smashed him. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand.
I really don't get it. This is madness.
So you had a couple on the Achilles. We've got a player getting smashed right now, and referee looks like he's forgotten his yellow cards in the dressing room.
Yeah. Now the crowd are getting on the Spurs players' backs now. When you go back and watch that on the highlights, you'll see that was a clear foul.
Not only is a foul, but a borderline yellow.
Ref! Come on, man.
He's letting a lot go. Like I said, I hope when it's our turn, it gives us the same grace.
1,700 of you in here. Only 431 likes. Hit the like button, people. Let's get these 3 points for Spurs. Let's go 5 points clear at the top of the league. Van der Ven just tripped now. And it's another one. Another dirty tackle. Ref, when are you going to get control of this? Outrageous.
That's twice, Edward. Is that Edward again? Watch.
Yeah.
That's Edward again, twice. So he's floored both our centre backs in a matter of minutes. He's floored Romero, and just now he's floored Van der Ven. He landed awkwardly as well. It wasn't so much the foul as the fact that the way Van der Ven's landed awkwardly to the ground. Referee, nothing. No card shown. "32 minutes gone, guys."
So we're like,
oh look, where you go? Look, there's.
the two knees just caught.
But it's just the awkward batter.
Yeah.
It's the way it landed. Look, you can see the referee's in line. You can see this.
Palace, I don't know why they're Singing, can't hear Tottenham singing. But then we can't. I haven't really heard him. So now both centre-backs are going to get booed now. It's going to be a lively atmosphere.
Need to get the goal. Silence the crowd. Get that goal. Only way. The only way. Get that goal, Tottenham. Get it in the next few minutes, and I'm telling you, that crowd is going to die out.
Yeah.
They're going to get that same old feeling. Sinking feeling, hopefully.
Kulu now. Comes inside. Just sitting back, letting Tottenham walk again. This is what Fulham did.
It's up to us, Ned. It's up to us because
us.
players, teams that come against Spurs right now, especially if they're not in a good run of form, they're going to get men behind the ball. It's up to us to then break them down.
Porro, man, what are you doing? So, they're diving in now.
Referee needs to step in.
Man. Ref's got to get control. This is the trouble. He's let a few go, and Palace are trying their luck now. And then you know what's going to happen.
No, you just keep going. You just keep going.
Maddison's lost the ball now.
You just keep going until that yellow card is given, really.
Yeah, but I know. But what it's going to do is we're going to come in with a tackle, and it's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, because then the frustration kicks in. You know, when you're getting kicked all the time and nothing's getting done about it, the other side of you is going to come out. The frustrating side,
Yeah.
you can start kicking back, and that's when that's why I say I hope we get given the same grace.
Look how quick Van de Ven is.
Bailing Davis out. Davis out.
That was rapid. Look, he sees it. Look how far behind he is there.
Yep.
Oh.
So there's a ball over the top. I'll hide the high line defence. And it's gone past, literally, Davis is the closest player to Ayew, but Van de Ven's has come out and Owen, gone past Davis and completely cleaned the ball out. I think Van de Ven's going to be doing a lot of that tonight.
Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy speed. Hughes now with the corner. 10 minutes to half time. Ball comes in. Richarlison again getting in the way of another player.
But to be fair to Richarlison, if he doesn't get a call behind him, he's got to attack that ball. So it's just as important that you get the call from the player behind you. Otherwise, he's just going to go for that header. Anything you can get on it has got to be better than what he thinks.
Porro now pings one to Sonny. Good ball.
That's a great
Ref pulls his shirt. Great takedown.
Richie, come on.
Come on, Richie.
Get him in the area. Force him into a mistake.
In the area.
There, you're in the area now. Go on.
Go on. To the back post. Kulu's there. Ref, man. Kulu, bit of 6 of one and half a dozen the other there. Kulu had his shirt. He had Kulu's shirt. Basuma now into Porro. Back to Romero. This is better. Spurs trying to drive. Mickey van der Ven.
We're in control here.
Ben Davis.
Anything.
Oh, nearly got into Maddison and Son's path with a deflection. Ben Davis just comes in off Anderson, and they were just expecting the goalie to deal with it, and Son got a bit of a whack in a private area by the looks of it there. Big up to all 1,909 of you watching. If you haven't, please subscribe, comment, and also like. Basuma now, well done. Good from Spurs in there. Basuma now. Porro takes in his stride this time. Better. Sonny plays it in. Maddison's got it. Oh, it's just taken off his foot.
Oh, he was just going to let the trigger go there. He was going to let one go.
What's happened? What?
Stopped in play. He was just going to let it unleash there.
He gave that as a free kick, the ref, to Palace.
Yeah, because we gained no advantage from it. So if that's a free kick, then yes, the right call.
No, to Palace.
No? Oh, to Palace? Why?
Yeah, Maddison.
It's ridiculous. Again, ridiculous.
That's a great ball there again. Porro comes across, and it's going to be a corner to Palace. 7 minutes till half time.
It's just one ball over the top there.
Yeah.
We're in trouble, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I don't know how that was given us a foul against James Maddison there. Crystal Palace have definitely looked more dangerous in this first half. Even though we've had the lion's share of possession, Palace have had the better sort of clear-cut chances, and they're going to potentially have another one here with their high. Aaron Hughes into the penalty box. Don't get in the way. Decore now. Kulu, run. Lerner now to Ayew. Gets there before Porro's come across this left-hand side. Just gets turned from Ayew. Oh, wow. Kicked out by Richarlison. It's a real worry down this left-hand
run into
side.
the game.
Just does Porro there, doesn't he? Oh, if he'd left it, if Edouard had left it there, I think Schlupp was behind him. He was looking to pull the trigger. Another corner now for Palace. The pressure. It's not on the corner line, but there you go.
Well, it's the curve of the ball, and it's got to be touching the line.
Ball comes in. Vicario's there.
Well done,
Punches it
Vicario.
out. Ward just got it all wrong.
It's still in play. Still in play.
Edouard driving it. Just done Porro again. Ball comes in. Who's is there? Hear the clicking of the cameras. Another corner. Another corner to Palace. He's telling him about the ball, I think, now. Must have heard me.
Yeah, the curve of the ball. As long as the curve of the ball is covering
Palace's fourth corner in quick succession. Ball comes in. Sarr was there. Ball comes out. Ward hits it over the bar.
Yeah. They're using the physicality, aren't they? They're trying to get another corner.
Another corner.
They're using the physicality a lot. And obviously they've grown from the fact that the referees allowed quite a bit of it to let it, he's let a lot of it go. So they've grown from the fact that they're able to use their physicality against us.
Come on, Spurs. Get this out. And that's gone out. It's a goal kick. Vicario wants to try and make it quicker. Anderson there going backwards and just heads it. Couldn't get his head round it. Romero now looking for this option.
He just missed the ball completely. Rodrigo. The cameras find Rodrigo Benson corner bench.
Porro's done well there. And then he's giving it away. Come on, Spurs. Romero now. Porro to Basuma. Basuma does well. And then he's just fouled. Yeah. The last 10 minutes, Palace have had 6 shots. We've had none. 22% possession.
So possession-wise, we're completely and utterly dominating the game. But they have had... Well, we've not really wet the keeper.
No.
We've not wet the keeper this whole half. And they have definitely had the better of the chances to take the lead. So Yeah, they absolutely pose a threat every time they go forward. Much more than we are.
Miles out of his goal.
Yeah.
Romero driving forward, good. Loses it, but Basuma's there, good. Porro's been very...
I think our wide areas haven't been good enough.
Oh, wow. So, if that's a yellow card, literally going to go mad. They played on, they played it quickly. It's probably a good thing because he might have got a yellow card there. Anderson back has got the ball, but it's gone all the way back to Johnston. Sonny trying to put him under some pressure. Ball just goes over the top. Porro's got it again. Just, it's been quite sloppy.
Our wide areas, Barry, is not working well. I know, middle of the park, we're doing all right. I don't think we're doing enough in the wide areas. Kulu, Richarlison, haven't really done anything in a one-on-one situation. And our fullbacks are not really playing well.
No.
Or they're not offering anything going forwards.
Romero now. Mickey van der Ven to Maddison, who's come left again.
Yeah.
Ref!
That's 4 times,
Come on,
Edward.
man.
That's 4 times. Oh, sorry, Isaiah, I beg your pardon.
Second time he said to Ayew, and that's it.
Yeah, but how many more times can that happen?
I don't know.
They start taking swipes at players.
It's a great
That's a
ball.
good knock.
Come, I thought it was going to get there. Too much power from Van der Ven, but that was better. It's going to be 2 minutes of added time. It's been a pretty lacklustre first 45 minutes from Tottenham. The ref hasn't helped. Palace have been very clever in their tactics. What are you doing, Ben Davis? Handball he's given for that, is he? What? I'm not sure these officials are having a great game.
I just think the standard of refereeing in this league is just poor. It really is.
Kulu now. Romero now. Across to Mickey van der Ven. Oh, Romero nearly lost it there. Maddison now. Basuma across to Romero. Be very surprised if there's another chance in this. Cooley's just slipped over. But it's a Spurs throw into Spurs. Come on, 30 seconds left. I think that'll be it. I think this will be it. Maddison now. Basuma to Sarr. Sarr's going to play it wide. Porro. It's Kulu.
Take
Porro now! Oh, that was probably it. Charleston went out for the header and it's nowhere near it, but that'll be half time. Refs blown for half time. Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 0. First 45 minutes. It's been limited opportunities for both sides, and shaking his head as he walks towards the dressing room, and he doesn't look very happy. Doesn't look very happy at all.
Listen, at the end of the day, how can this first half be summarised? Spurs are complete and utter domination of the possession. Palace have definitely had the better chances.
Yep.
They're very organised. They're set up right, and they're set up in a way they have to counter, and they've succeeded in doing so. And Spurs are the ones at the moment struggling to get in behind them because of how compact they're playing. We haven't got open pitch behind, so we need to find a way to unlock this defence, which we haven't succeeded in doing in any way or form. I don't think we've had the keeper anything, much to do. So we need to change that. In the wide areas, I've not been happy with the fact with both Davis and Poro have not given us too much going forward. And of course, the wide players, Richarlison and Kulusevski, have not really been successful in any kind of one-on-ones. Our strength will always be in the middle. The two centre-backs, Bissouma, Maddison and Sarr, and obviously Son through the middle. Outside of that, we're flying without wings. It sounds we really are flying at the moment without wings, and I think that's where I think if there is going to be any changes, it will be in those sort of areas. I don't know what the guys in the chat are thinking.
Yeah, look, there's a super chat here from Kaylee Davis. Did Richie do anything at all well this half?
He's done a couple of round the corner passes it works a lot more effectively when Udoji's there. When he does it's not the overlap now, we call it the underlap, don't we? So Davies has tried that a few times. It's just not as effective as when Udoji is there. But outside of that, I have to agree with our friend in the comment and say that not really. It doesn't show any sort of danger when he cuts in and puts a shot in. He's done it at once, I think. And his shot wasn't powerful enough; he just completely scuffed it to the side, like to the wide of the post. And in a one-on-ones, he's not really taking players on. So it's just we need something more in those wide areas. I don't know if Richarlison, he's not obviously doing what he's been brought in to do, which is playing up front. Now Son's got ahead of him there, so we're trying to make way, give him a bit of space on the left-hand side, but I just think he lacks a bit of quality, man. He just lacks the quality where we desperately require it.
Yeah, look, another super chat. David MJ Park, thank you for the super chat. Worst 45 minutes of the season.
No.
I think Højbjerg's long passes might actually be useful in this kind of game. I don't think it's the worst 45 minutes of the season. I thought, Fulham on Monday you could argue that.
I thought it was good. Fulham against the first half, it was good. Look, you've got to understand that how teams now are setting up against us are in a very defensive, compact, behind the ball, and you've got to be patient. You've got to try and break them down. That is the sense. There were times when teams used to come at Tottenham, home and away. They used to come at us in the last couple of seasons. Now they're showing us the respect. They're showing us that they are worried that they're leaving spaces behind them. So they stay a lot more compact to playing the counter. You've got a Crystal Palace side playing counter-attacking football at home.
Yep.
That's the reality of it. So just be patient, guys.
Yeah, we need to be patient. Big up to everyone in the chat. Over 2,000 of you here. Just hit that like button. It's free. Hit the subscribe button. Let you know when the channel's on next. And obviously, there's going to be lots of content coming out from today's game. But look, it hasn't been a great 45 minutes. Do I think Andrew's going to change anything? Maybe not straight away, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a Brennan Johnson 10, 15 minutes in. I could also potentially see a swap for Ben Davis. That's a real worry down that left-hand side. And we just need to be a bit more, like you say, we need to be a bit more quicker with the one-touch football. We need to go down those wings. I don't know. Will we see Bentancur? I'm not too sure. But look, the ref hasn't helped. It's not an excuse. The ref hasn't helped. But Palace have been very clever. Let's just say.
No, the ref has encouraged it by him not being sanctioning certain players with yellow cards. Some of those players have repeatedly fouled, like Edouard, like Ayo. They've repeatedly done it, and they've not been given any yellow cards for it. I'm not saying every foul must get a yellow card, but there was one or two of them, and I thought, they could be given in. So they've grown from that because they've been allowed to do that. If you got one or two of those players on the yellow cards, I think it would be a completely different story. They would allow us to play because they know they can't put in any challenges. But so far, they haven't been given it, so they're able to then leave their foot in there when they've got. And a couple of them hit the Achilles, a couple of swipes, one on Maddison, one on Van der Ven, and these guys are not getting yellow carded for it. Like I said, when it comes the time that we need to put some tackles in, I hope that we get given and get shown the same leniency as he's had the first half. But It's up to us, guys. We've got to do that last part of it where we've completely dominated it in the possession stats, but we've been really ineffective in regards to working the keeper. That has to change, and the way we do, we have to get in behind them. If it's compact in the middle, we've got to try and get around the sides. Remains to be seen. Changes will affect. Listen, the changes will inevitably happen if we're not able to unlock this Crystal Palace defensive unit.
Yeah, 100%. And look, Scorpion fans for life as well. Member for 30 months. Big up to you. Palace are pure filth, and the refs got no ball. Wow. Yeah. Let's see. I've been always, I've said this, and Andrew Akerman in the chat said this. Is Perisic injury has caused more questions than answers, really, and that's probably. I think that's led us to having issues on that left-hand side. Obviously, the injury to Manor Solomon. Brennan Johnson obviously got injured very quickly after, playing in that in North London derby. But yeah, I think, look, we need to, I guess this is what we've said as well. Son against a low block team is pretty anonymous. And that's not his fault. That's not not a criticism of him. It's just the way that these teams are going to set up against us. And like you said, Iggy, before they were probably coming at us, they were probably trying to attack us and that leave space in behind. But
they're defending outside the area.
Yeah.
They are defending outside the area. So for centre forward, what Son's having is having to play a lot with back to goal, which isn't his game. So we just need to find different ways. Look, for me, you have to go down the sides. If you've got a team that's defending outside the area, you've got to work the sides. Work the sides come into play, switch player to the other side, getting them to move side to side until there's an opening. We can get through. We haven't done that well enough because we haven't been effective enough in a wide area. So for me, that's the one thing got to change. I wouldn't have a go at Son or Maddison's. Look, there's very limited spaces through the middle, which is why they've been able to stop us in those areas. And they've been good because we play a high line. So they've got through with a couple of long balls.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
Yeah, they have.
And thankfully we've had Van der Ven with his pace to really smother a few of those chances. So
yeah, just because if we hadn't, then what else could be? But look, if we're looking at the stats, second half is coming up. If we look at the stats, Tottenham had 72% possession, 3 shots to Palace's 8, none on target, and Palace have had 5 corners. This is probably the first half where we've had no shots on target and no corners all season. So Palace have got a really strong game plan. And look,
they need points.
You're coming up against,
they need points.
They need points. But look, you're coming up against Roy Hodgson, right? It doesn't mean you could argue that we've played badly, but I think, look, if nothing changes in the first 5-10 minutes, I'm sure we'll see some changes, and it could be 2 or 3 changes quite early on to try and get a little bit of impetus in the game.
Palace haven't scored a lot of goals. They haven't. I don't think they've scored in however many games. They didn't score at Newcastle. I think the last home game they didn't score either. So they know there's not a lot of goals in them. Yeah. So what's the one thing you need to rule out? Straight away you need to improve on is not conceding, especially if you're not a team that scores a lot of goals. They didn't do that. So this week or from the Newcastle game till now, they would have said, look, we need to tighten at the back a lot more. So they've been very attentive in the defensive unit. So I think that they will carry on with that game plan because it's worked for them so far. So it's the onus is on us to go and find a way of breaking through. Once that happens, which I'm sure it will, once we will get the lead and we will score, I'm confident that we're going to do that. Once we've done that, then the game will completely change. It will turn on its head, and then you're going to see a lot more end-to-end stuff. But until that moment, we're going to see a little bit more of it.
And this is an interesting stat. Palace have stopped the opposition from scoring a first half goal in 8 of their 10 games, more than any other in the English Premier League this season. And Palace have also failed to score a first half goal in 9 of their 10 games, more often than any other team. So there's no surprise it's 0-0 at the break.
Enough said. You covered it well.
Exactly. But look, the second half is coming up. I'm going to nip to the bathroom. And I will leave you with the controls and turn the volume up. So
All
we'll be
good.
back.
So
We'll leave you with it.
I'm just trying to read what the fan supporters are saying in the chat. There's two teams on the field. You're absolutely right, Jay Murray. There are two teams on the field. You know that every team comes out with a plan, don't they? And how they best see fit, or the best way forward that they're going to get a result. Palace have come out with their plan, and for them, for the first 45 minutes, with a little bit of luck. I mean, Vicario made a couple of saves there. You know, with a little bit of luck, they could have found themselves 1-0 in front, and then. We'd have a real work cut out trying to breaking them down. So it's very, very important for me that we don't go 1-0 down. We've got to take the lead. Then the game, then it will go exactly the way that we hope for it to go, which is us going 1-0 up. Then they will have no choice but to come at us. Once they start coming at us, then you're going to see a completely different game. And that's what we hope for. If it goes the other way, then Palace take the lead. Then it's going to be really tough because the crowd will be up. They'll really be loud in voice. They will encourage the Palace fans to continue with their plan, and we're going to see a game that will be we would need to we'll be chasing essentially. So let's hope that we take the lead. I'm confident it will happen, but we need to come out a lot strong, move the ball a lot quicker. Be faster, try and get in and behind and use the wide areas. We need to be more effective in the wide areas. And I think if we can get the lead, and we're going to wipe the floor with them. That's
with them.
Yeah. I think if we take the lead, I think we will go on to smack them 2-3-0, 3-1, like I said earlier in my prediction. That's my feeling. I'm just trying to keep up with the comments in the chat to see what the guys are saying. Richie's getting the brunt of it, really.
Yeah.
Davis, listen, on that left-hand side, I know Poro and Kulu have not been brilliant on the other side, but our left-hand side is really weak at the moment. When Adoju's not there, you can see that the drop-off is massive. And Richie at the moment is not playing with the biggest of confidence. Doesn't look like he's going to score for love or money right now. So
just need one to go in. Just need one to go in from somewhere. Question for you, Iggy: how much are we missing our Italian wonder kid?
Massively. Because the thing is, Philip, what we have in our team is we have a really good 11, 12 players. I might include Bentancur in that as well. Possibly even Højbjerg. Probably say 13 guys. When you got other players, like say, tonight we're missing Udoji. And you got Ben Davies. With all due respect to Ben Davies, for all the love that we can have for Ben Davies, the drop-off is massive at left-back. Left wing, we had Perisic, we've had Son played there previously when Kane was about. Now we've got Richarlison there. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? The other night we had Bissouma. Now, Højbjerg did a really good job in replacing him against Fulham. He's no Bissouma, though. So when
look what's happening. Look what's happening, people!
All right, Nick, you can hear Nick because Emerson's about to come on.
He's hooked Ben Davis at half-time.
So Emerson's coming on for Ben Davis. So Nick over here is obviously, but I don't know how this is going to work out. Does Emerson go left back or does Poro go left back and Emerson go right back?
Time will tell.
He wasn't good enough. He wasn't. We've been saying it. He wasn't good enough. So Emerson's coming on. I don't know how this is going to work out. We shall see.
Looks like he's going to the left.
So Spurs are making one change, guys. Emerson looks like for now he's going to be taking. He's going left back.
The goat is on.
I don't know about the goat, but Emerson's Royale's playing left back now.
And now I'm on that tightrope. I'm on more of a tightrope.
Kicked off, guys. Second 45. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs.
Richie, what you doing, mate?
But yeah, to answer the question, we're absolutely missing Destiny, don't you? Look what we got. Davis off and now Emerson. Sorry, Nick, but Emerson Royale at left back.
He's going to do it. My boy's going to do it. I'm on a tightrope now, right? I'm on a tightrope of Emerson coming on.
Yeah.
If he does anything good, I'm coming at everyone. If he's doing anything bad, everyone's coming at me.
In fairness, though, he's not likely to get done for pace in the way Davis was going. So that's one thing, at least, I will give him. I agree, John Salvage. I agree. We need to move the ball a lot quicker. It's too predictable.
Ref, what are you... Another tackle there. He just let it go. Crazy, man. Kulu now. Into Bissouma. Plays it to Sarr. Sarr's looking to whip it in. It's come off Anderson's knee. Porro's there. Sarr now. Back to Bissouma. Come on, Spurs. Emerson now. Passes it out to Van der Ven. Spurs have got to come out. Yes, Andrew, no-look passes incoming. Romero with a bit of a loose ball, but Van der Ven's there. Maddison's gets the ball. Emerson wants it. Little 1-2. Van der Ven picks it up there. Van der Ven. That's a foul, ref! He's given advantage. This is madness. Romero now out to Porro. Come on, Porro.
Quicker. Man.
Porro whips it in, but not effective enough. Porro now. Back to Romero. Romero looks for options. Porro's the only one down the line. Now turn and go. Turns it inside. Good from Porro. He's lost it. The ball goes over the top. Here comes... You're not quick enough, mate. You're not quick enough for Van der Ven.
We don't half leave ourselves. I mean, literally, we left ourselves one-on-one.
All over the top from Romero, but Anderson's there. But Kulusevski's won it. Porro now on the overlap. Porro now.
Put one in.
Puts one in. It's just gone deflected. Kulu was asking for it to be played just inside him.
For those just joining us the second half right now, we're on the 48th minute and we have made one sub. Ben Davis went off for the GOAT, as Nick calls him, Emerson Royale, who's now playing left back. So we have made one change. Well up, Emerson.
Go on, Bissouma. Ref, come on, man. That's a yellow card. It's got to be a yellow card now.
He was like 4 fouls.
He's arguing with the linesman. Yellow card. Got to be. This is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
It's just untold amount of fouls by both Ayew, by Edouard. No yellow cards being shown to the 49th minute now. They've been allowed to get away with quite a few fouls on our boys. Thankfully, our boys so far haven't reacted.
That's nice from Maddison.
Is he offside?
Offside,
It was offside. It was. Maddison was offside there. Keiki 1001. I agree, man. This is I'll probably put him up as up there as the worst, and I just say second worst, but I think it's really
Sarr,
not good
from
enough.
Sarr there. She uses his shoulder there, sets Kulu off.
There we go, another foul.
Ref, come on, man. How many times are you going to let fouls happen like this?
Foul on Kulu.
Kulusevski's changed his boots for the second half, apparently.
Well, yeah, it was slipping a lot. Maybe the studs weren't quite long enough. It was slipping a lot in the first half.
Pouring out to Kulu, but he's just out.
Kept it on.
Kept on.
Take him on, man. Take him on.
Take him on. Good, Kulu. Corner Spurs. This is it. This is better.
I need to start taking players on, man. Wide forward wingers. Take your man on.
What are you doing, Maddison?
I think he was looking round when when Kulu took the corner. Maddison was looking round to see who was behind him, and he just completely didn't see who's coming behind him.
Sonny talking to Maddison. Bissouma talking to Maddison. Come on.
Who's the ref? Jurgen Klopp. Path. It may as well be. It may as well be.
Oh, come on, ref. It wasn't there either. Ball comes over the top. Emerson's there, plays it back in. Basuma to Richarlison. Richarlison's lost it, and here comes Ayew now. Porro, what are you doing? Oh my God. What was Porro doing there?
He went tight, realised he weren't going to get the ball.
It's a great ball though from Porro. Go on, Kulu.
He went tight, realised he weren't getting, he backed off. He should have just gone straight through him because he was close enough.
Should have got through him, yeah. Great there from Gray there. Johnson now under... Whoa! Johnson, he lost it. That's better. Put him under pressure. Porro now to Sarr. Back to Porro. Getting in each other's way a little bit. Porro now. Good. Sarr now. Sarr! Madison!
Yes!
Come on! That's the only way it was going to happen.
Told you we were going to take the lead.
Come on! Yes, boys!
52 minutes gone. Crystal Palace 0. Spurs 1. Maddison, yes, with a little bit of help from Ward, puts the ball in the back of the net. Spurs are in front, and this is the game that I wanted. Now we see what happens.
And look what happened when we went wide, Iggy, like you said.
Yeah, man.
Go wide.
Open the game up. But Porro's been joining, and Sarr in there as well. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Absolutely.
So unlucky.
So the shot that Maddison ultimately took was actually going wide, but Ward has definitely helped that ball go in the back of the net. 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. It doesn't matter.
Away.
You make your own luck in football.
Come on!
You make your own luck in football. 1-0 to us. Bring it on. Bring it on, Palace. Open up in the back.
So unlucky.
It's unlucky, but you know what? You make your own luck in football.
Exactly. But we needed it. We needed it. Smash that like, people, now. Let's go and get another, Spurs. Go and get another. First
53
shot.
minutes gone.
I would say that was our first shot on target, but it wasn't even on target.
It wasn't even on target, no. Guys, apologies. I know some of you are saying I'm breathing loud, and I've got a bit of a blocked nose. So I'm having to breathe and speak at the same time. So if that's coming through, apologies, guys.
Now you can hear the Spurs fans. Ref, come on.
We're going to see a totally different half, guys. 54 minutes gone. Palace 0, Spurs 1. Come on, Basuma. Can't drop. Not there, man.
Oh,
it's a
deflection.
silly possession to give away there. Basuma got caught napping.
Maddison gets an assist for that. Come on. Huh? Yeah. It's like if you get fouled for a penalty, you get the assist as well. Right, come on, Spurs. Concentrate now. Oh, wow. What a chance. What a chance.
Corner whipped in, and I think that's Anderson. Got away from...
No, it's Guay.
No, Guay had a
got
free
away
header.
from Sarr.
Yeah.
And Emerson was in no man's land.
We look really vulnerable from corners. Yeah. Really, really vulnerable.
We haven't really got that much height. Van der Ven's quite tall, but Romero's not massive, is he?
He's not good area up.
No.
In the air, Van der Ven is not as good. Romero's not that great himself from corners, defending, that is.
Layla champion, are you guys going to the next home game?
Well, he certainly is. Are you? You are, right?
I am, yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, still thinking about
Still
it.
thinking about it.
Well, he's half and half. I won't be, guys. I won't be there. I'll probably be doing a watch along somewhere. Probably on our own channel at Tottenham Away.
Sarr now. Porro. So Basuma. Basuma now.
Prediction for this game. At the beginning, he said... Nick, you said 2-0.
Yeah.
I was torn between 2-1 and 3-1. I must admit.
You said 3-1 in the end.
In the end, I went with the majority because the guys in the chat were saying 3-1, 3-1. So I said, you know what?
Be your own man, Iggy.
Let's go.
Don't go with the chat.
No, I said I was torn between 2-1 and 3-1.
Don't flip-flop now.
As long as Tottenham win, it doesn't matter to me.
Exactly. That's all that matters. Let's get those likes over 1,000 people. Emerson now. Come on, ref. How many times is Ayew or Edouard going to make tackles and you're not going to do anything about it? It's
Nothing.
ridiculous.
He's allowed so much to go. That's so much to go. Unreal. Yogi Bear, yeah, let's go 4-0. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah. We
won't say no to that, mate. Of course, to our Spurs fan, of course.
Basuma now. Oh, I tried to thread it through, but he's giving it away. Romero's going to have to come across. He's going to slide in here. Great tackle.
Brilliant tackle.
Really good tackle there from Romero. Sonny now. He's been running his heart out, old Sonny out there. He's been feeding off scraps.
Well done,
Good.
Emerson.
Good, Emerson. Good. Looks like they're going to make a change.
Well, the game's going to open up. The more you know, as the minutes go by, the game will start to open up more and more. Palace will have to come forward, and that's where I feel that gaps will open up for Spurs
well
to
done,
absolutely
Sonny.
rip them to pieces.
Again, look.
It's a foul. Absolutely, it's a foul.
Just got stuck under Sonny's feet there. Calm.
Football mad Brad. No, Benton Court is on the bench. He hasn't come on as yet.
Maddison now. Richarlison. Emerson now. Basuma now. Don't lose it. Good from Basuma. Takes two players out. Richarlison now. To Maddison. Maddison now. Whips it in. And it's just cleared. Stopped by Anderson. It's a throw to Spurs. And there's going to be a substitution now. What's the Maddison signaling to the bench?
Oh.
I didn't like the way that Maddison was signalling to the...
No, I think he was just trying to get someone's attention.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Okay. It's great from Sarr. Really good from Sarr. Jeffrey Schlupp's gone off. Yeah. And Raksaki has come on. Schlupp doesn't look happy on the bench there. Got to come to him. Good. Here we go, Sonny. Out to Porro.
First time.
Oh, no one was there. No one's gambling, are they, Iggy?
No.
Super chat from Nicholas Walker. Palace starting to look leggy. 1-0 may be enough. It may be, but...
I don't think it's going to end 1-0.
No. Come on, Spurs. Romero trying to point out where he wants them. Romero's just having so much time that they just stopped. Goes all the way back to Big Vic. 700 likes, 300 to go, people. Smash that like button. Been very reserved on that tonight. Tottenham just casually passing it around. No real pressure from Palace. They haven't stepped up. Romero. Back to Vicario. Crowd are getting on their backs now. It's just Romero Vicario for the last minute or so. Back to Romero. And he's going to go back to Vicario.
The fans are pushing for the Palace players to go and press right up there. The Palace players are sticking to the game plan. So MSN and Vicario and Van der Ven are just playing it between themselves to the Palace fans' annoyance. Yeah.
It's a great ball from Richie. Oh, go on. Oh. Well done, Emerson.
Guys, we're in full control of the game since going 1-0. We've been in control anyway, possession-wise. It's just
Madison's
now
just
waiting for the opening to go and get the second goal. How's that not our throw?
It's crazy.
So Højbjerg and Brennan Johnson are ready to come on, guys. I think I'm going to take I think Richarlison will come off.
And Basuma?
And I think Basuma will be spared
for Chelsea.
For the Chelsea game. That's what I think. We'll wait to see confirmation. Yeah. One of them is definitely Basuma for Højbjerg.
So Basuma will play against Chelsea.
Yeah, Richarlison off for Brennan Johnson. Like for like changes. Richarlison always ecstatic to go off.
There's a lot of animation from Ryan Mason and the other Spurs coaches on the bench.
I think the Højbjerg one's a wise.
Yeah, I think so.
Wise choice, and I think he deserves it on the display that he gave against Fulham. I think he deserves to have a little a run out of half an hour or so.
Porro, man.
The other Brennan Johnson, just to give us a little bit more quality on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I think so. That's calm from Big Vic. Go on, Kulu.
Play it.
Play
First
it.
Time.
Offside.
The thing is, they've done the right thing to play it first time to him. It's just behind him, but then Sons was offside. So was he right to give it to him straight away? I think he was right to give it to him. It's just the ball wasn't good enough, and Son should have seen the line offside. Could have had a really good opportunity there for a second goal because we had men over. Great
ball over the top. Ayew on Porro. Porro's won the race so far.
Porro's done with it really well there. Done well.
Yeah, well done, Porro. Mitchell now with a throw in to Hughes. Corner.
No.
Goal kick.
Out of play, do it.
Good. Good, Spurs. Now, this, like you say, it'd be good. Johnson's got a good sort of half an hour. Palace look like they're going to make another substitution. We're going to see who that is to come on.
Well, they're going to start making changes that will open them up a little bit more to try and get, trying to get the game back to even terms. So that this will only favour Tottenham for sure.
100%. And the Palace crowd
people are saying
on their
don't
back.
Vape.
Okay. Sorry, Dad.
So
Porro now. Ref. Saar. Go on.
Great knock. Great knock.
Johnson to Madison. Go on. Oh,
He's
go on,
in.
Johnson! Sonny!
Yes! Yes!
Go on,
I told
boys!
you guys.
Brennan
I told you it will
Johnson.
open up for us.
Look at that!
Come
Look
on, you
at that.
Spurs!
Come on, Spurs!
Come on!
Get
Yes!
in.
Great ball by Sarr. The switch play from right to left to Brennan Johnson, who plays Maddison in, takes on a couple of plays, puts Brendan Johnson's back in. Brendan Johnson knocks it in the 6-yard box where Son was there to slot it home. There we go.
Easy.
Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 2 on the 66th minute, and now we're on the way to getting those 3 points.
What a goal. So good.
Great
there.
little play on the left-hand side. A bit of quality. That's all it was. And that's what Brennan Johnson, unfortunately for Richarlison, just gives us a little bit more quality where we need it in that final third. Son, left foot slotted in. There you go, guys. You're saying Son wasn't doing much in his service, man.
Bang.
First ball he's had played, bang, goal. Son is a finisher. Absolutely. Son will finish your dinner if you give him a chance. Just got to feed him. 8th goal of the season.
One behind Mr. Haaland.
Come on, you Spurs.
And tonight the Spurs players are wearing their shirts with the legacy numbers on as well, which I forgot to mention. Similar to what they do in other sports. Son's just getting everyone together, telling them to get together. You see the numbers on the back of their shirts.
Oh, and Postecoglou. We can hear them now. Oh, and Postecoglou. Come on. The game is going exactly how I thought it would in my head, man. Tight. We would get one. Things will start to open up. Now, in the 67th minute, 2-0 up. This can go on to be a... Look at that ball from Sarr.
And also, but look at it was the header as well from Johnson. The awareness to run on.
He had the picture in his head. He knew what he wanted to achieve. And he knew he had to get that ball quickly enough into Maddison. He couldn't wait to bring it down. So the ball's come up on a bounce. He's headed it into Maddison's space. And then he didn't stand still. He went to receive that ball from Maddison in the byline to then knock it in to Son to make it 2-0. Now, guys, we can go on to get the 3rd and the 4th for you guys, as I said. I think now we can take
Maddison
it to we can take Crystal Palace to the cleaners.
We're waiting now. We're waiting. There's been an injury. So we're just waiting for the game to restart.
So the game might finish by midnight now.
Yeah, Mitchell, I think it is. Done his hammy or his groin.
Roy Hodgson looks a little bit. He knows. You can tell by his face. He knows now.
Yeah.
That this does he press to try and get that? Well, he has to, really, in my opinion. He has to try and get that goal back. But that could mean that his team can concede a 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mitchell's coming off now.
Be in that number. We can hear the boys. The Spurs go marching in. Come on, guys, let's get in. When the Spurs go marching in,
I want to be in that number.
The Spurs go marching in.
And Aaron Hughes, who's been a thorn on that right-hand side, is coming off.
There's only one voice in that stadium now, and that's the Tottenham Hotspur voice. It's in the Palace, the crowd.
Nathaniel Klein is coming on, and Amada has come on.
How quiet is that Selhurst Pass gone? Completely quiet now.
Really quiet now. And Spurs are trying to drive now. Good pressure.
Now it's time to go and have some fun, boys. Come on, let's go and get the 3rd and 4th.
Go and have some fun, Spurs.
You see, guys, what we were saying the first half, you need to be patient. These games, you've got to see, be patient. Just got to make sure that defensively we don't really give too much away, and then we can go and hurt them.
It would be, 3 clean sheets in a row? That'd be lovely.
Now, we've got to keep that. Keeping a clean sheet is just as important for me.
100%.
And then, we can take our time. We don't have to force a situation. Game management, and if the opening happens where you get the chance to go and get the 3rd and 4th, absolutely go and do it.
Well done, Emerson, again. He's in your head, Sonny,
Emmanuel wants Benton cut on, please. I'd be a little bit more patient with Bentancur.
Yeah.
Hopefully, give him the final few minutes just to get him the taste of it. But I think we're going to probably start seeing more of Bentancur. In my opinion, after the next round of internationals, I think that's when we'll start seeing a bit more of him.
Yeah.
We've got to be cautious with him. Think how long he's been out. I really, really don't want to rush him back. It's just great to have him back in the squad again. Yeah, I agree, Spurs fan. Bring him on in the 85th minute. I would love to see that.
Oh, Madison and
Mind
Sonny
you,
were
it could be
free
like
there.
another 10 minutes added on, so it could be.
Yeah,
it could
be.
end up being playing another.
Got 20 minutes plus added time. It's probably going to be at least 6.
You got to think he comes on in the 85th minute. He's probably got another 15 minutes to go after that. So maybe wait to the 90th minute, see how much injury time there is, then bring him on. I agree.
Absolutely wonderful. Spurs
I
at the
agree.
moment 5 points clear at the top of the league.
We'll be much stronger with Bentancur in the starting
Oh,
lineup.
100%.
I completely agree with that comment. Who said that? Odysseys. Thoughts on Mason as a future Spurs manager? We don't need to think about that right now.
No. Well done, Emerson, again. All those people saying Chicken Royale in the chat.
He's done well.
He's done well.
But then again, doing well after Davis, in all fairness. No, listen, he's done what he's had to do. He shored it up on that side. I think we was getting a bit overworked on that left-hand side, and he's definitely quietened it down. So he's done what he's had to do.
Look at the crowd now, really getting on Palace's back. Look, Vicario just
because they're
walking
not. Yeah. But we've changed our left-hand side.
Yep.
We've changed the
both sides, yeah.
Because I said our left side was poor in the first half.
Oh, Rod Johnson's lost it, though. That's a great challenge, though. Great recovering challenge.
Yeah, listen, credit where credit's due. Emerson has had a good half, for sure. I think that left-hand side has definitely improved in quality.
Definitely has.
Now, Davis and Richarlison just...
Yeah.
Great touch by you, by the way. That showed too much of it to
Porro.
Kulu.
Porro. Sar's been awesome tonight.
Porro and Kulu have upped it as well.
Yeah.
And that right-hand side. So we're better in the wings this second half. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Well done, Emerson. Keep playing. Keep playing. It weren't a foul.
No way. Go on, Højbjerg. Oh, come on, man. That was an awful tackle there. But Emerson played on.
I'm not even bothered by them anymore. The referee's not going to give anything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just carry on playing. Vicario's had a good match. I agree, Jennifer. He's super.
Yes, Sar, Vicario.
He's come through for us in a couple of saves where we needed him to come through, but also his distribution from the back.
Oh, look at that.
Point.
Madison and...
Go on, Emerson, have a strike.
Imagine that went top bins. I'd literally go mad.
So we're saying, Vicario's he's stepped up when we needed him, made a couple of saves in the first half. I think his distribution from the back has been really good. So, and is... Like Nick covered as well, he's very vocal, very commanding from the back. You can hear him throughout the whole match. You see him talking to his defence all the time. So he's very much involved, even when he isn't with the ball involved, for long periods of the game. He's very involved vocally and within the game. So he's becoming a really massive asset for us.
Yeah, I mean, and such a difference with someone who can play with the ball at his feet. Lloris had been great, but the last 2 or 3 seasons,
as an Italian, I will say this: he should be currently the number 1 for the national team. I think on form, I'm not saying as technically you can argue who's a better keeper, but on form, he's better right now than Donnarumma has been for PSG, in my opinion.
Emerson just having a little nudge in the back going, mate, you take me out, I'm going to have a little one back.
Well, they both had a little bite of the cherry on each other, so it's... No, he's forgotten his yellow cards in the dressing rooms. He hasn't given any cards. Andy Madley.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten his name, to be honest with you.
Forgettable performance.
But maybe in his mind, he just wanted the game to flow. He hasn't...
Yeah.
Some you get referees that want to be, they want to be the protagonists of the matches. They want to be the main man.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
guy is like he's let the players be the players, and he's just. But yes, some of the things he let go in the first half was just poor. Another
Final
couple of
substitution
subs
for
ready to come
Crystal
on.
Palace.
So that would be 5.
Yeah,
that would have made all 5 of them.
That'll be them.
Young Minson saying sub Sonny to save him for the Chelsea match. What for Veliz? I think it's too early in the game. We're entering the final quarter of the game. It's too soon.
Romero with a push in the back, but it's a corner to Palace. Well done, Romero. It's a great ball from Ayew there.
Yeah. That was a push in the back, though.
Yeah, of course
That was a push in the back.
Of course it was.
But the defence, they're
Look,
celebrating.
Vicario, look,
Yeah,
Vicario there, getting out to the players, telling them what they need to do. Come on, boys. I want another clean sheet bonus.
No, absolutely. For now, for me, there has to be the same desire scoring goals, defending them.
Van der Ven out, good. Well done
Brilliant,
from Kulu.
brilliant. Van der Ven on the floor there. Looks like a head injury. The game will be stopped. The fans can get as annoyed. Romero. The fans can get as annoyed as they want. Once there's a head injury, the game will stop. I like the fact, like Nick mentioned earlier on, when defending the corners, and the players themselves, they high-five each other, they fist pump and chest pump.
Oh.
Yeah, he got battered on that one.
Yeah, got absolutely taken out.
There you go, bang.
Bosh.
They take pride in fist pumping and chest pump
supporting one another.
Supporting one another when we make a defensive clearance. That's Romero, Van der Ven, Maddison, the goalkeeper himself. We should absolutely take the same pride in stopping goals from going in, the same way we score them. And I love that about this Tottenham side, I have to say.
He's a big lad coming on. Oh, Mateta. Oh, look. Lammer's coming off. I thought that was Edouard coming off.
What Spurs player get player of the month this month? We shall wait and see.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's...
Why is Vicario Romero not the captain? Listen, it's important to have the captain that wears the armband, but I think you can have...
I think we got multiple captains all over the pitch, haven't we? Really,
I just like the fact that we got players that are taking that responsibility with or without the armband.
It's going to be some injury time here. I think there's at least 6-7 minutes, maybe. Be interested to see what happens. Vicario's still talking, still asking about Romero coming back on.
Yep, you're right. You're right, Mazza. Veliz isn't on the bench. He's not. So people that are trying to get Veliz on, he's not on the bench, guys.
Palace fans are really booing.
Well, they should be having a go at their own players for not pressing our centre backs.
Exactly.
The centre backs are able to pass to each other 3 or 4 times without so much as any pressure. That's not on us. That's on them.
Yeah.
And Romero. Van der Ven and the goalkeeper, I will keep doing that little triangle
of course they will.
For as long as they've got the time to do it. Boo all you want.
Look, Vicario's just like, I'm just going to keep it, man.
I'm just going to keep it, exactly. Little round the corner from Emerson, Son. Wide to Kulusevski. We've got players over. Kulusevski. Really, really tame shot. We had Sarr there going on the overlap. Son had gone wide. Probably should have.
Romero steps up. Johnson now to Maddison. That was a bit naughty from Emerson. The old round the corner. Sonny,
play it.
Oh,
Son tried to play a little dink at the edge of the
good. Kulu now. Someone go on the right. Højbjerg. It's fine. Calm. Go back to Vicario, and Vicario's just going to hold it there like, come on. Poirier and Emerson communicating in that midfield there.
Tottenham in utter control. Yeah. Complete control of this game. We're dictating the tempo. Our game management's a lot better than what we did against Fulham.
Yeah.
Although although Palace are giving us a lot of time to be able to do that without as little as to none pressure on the ball. So with full control, I have to say. 80 minutes gone.
That's that long pass from Højbjerg that people were talking about.
10
Son
minutes
gets
to the
there.
90. Let's go, boys. Sar's there.
But that's what people... Oh, Kulu, lovely.
Rolled him.
But that's what people were talking about in that first half. Højbjerg's long passes, and that was evident there. Tottenham are just in, like you said, just in control. Under no pressure.
I have to say, though, Palace are not really applying a lot of pressure. I think they've almost as if they're resigned to the fact that they're going to lose this game, which is why they've lost any kind of mojo. And, you know, it's still quite a long time to go when you think there's 10 minutes to the 90 plus injury time. It's still quite a long time to go to be giving up. But listen, who's here? I'm not complaining. It's good for us.
That's
there
great.
We go. Play it now. Play it.
Play him. Oh,
why we cannot get that ball to Son?
Son's going mad. Son is going mad.
He's had loads. He should be able to get that ball into him, man. He should be able to get that ball into him.
Three of them there. Maddison at the back. Emerson was coming in as well. Sonny's telling him, come on, Sar. Come on, mate.
Sar's hugging the Son.
Sorry, mate.
He's apologising to say sorry, man. Oi.
Oh, wow.
That was your boy. I miss him on it with a little dink there in the back stick.
What happened there? Did that go out of play? What?
Penalty? VAR checking for a penalty. We're just trying to see what the issue is. Looks like there's a handball from a header from knockdown from Brennan Johnson. Is that right?
Yeah.
His hand was up.
That's not a penalty.
But I don't know.
Nah, it's not a penalty. No chance.
I don't know if there's going to be a penalty. So there's a ball over the top from Emerson. Brennan Johnson knocks it down. Klein's hand is high up. The right one there. That right one is high. It's not.
That's not a penalty.
I don't know. I don't know. Play on. Yeah, no, play resumes. No penalty.
It's good from Emerson, though. A little dink at the back post there.
Yeah, Scorpion fan for life. I agree. We kind of just said, nah, that shouldn't really be a penalty. But we've seen them given, though. We have seen them given, probably for less. I mean, I still got in my head the one we gave away to Brentford from Son. That was...
Go on, Sonny. Madison trying to get ahead there. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
I think Johnson himself, you're right, or this is Johnson himself said, nah, that's not penalty.
Nah, mate. Big up. Come on then, people. 6 minutes plus added time to go.
Peel saying sitting on the 20 points in the FPL.
I'm on 20 points right as well.
Good on you.
Handball again? No. Johnson with a bit of verve there. Was that Raksaki with Emerson?
Foul against...
Yeah, it probably was, but it's a bit
Emerson.
Soft. Højbjerg saying, what about in the corner? Look, it's nearly 2,500 of you in here. We can get over 1,000 likes, people. Come on. Smash that like button. It doesn't cost a penny. My prediction 2-0 at the moment is coming true.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing one of our centre-backs scoring. VDV maybe, yeah. I would be up for that. But
they've all contributed, haven't they? Emerson scored, Van der Ven scored, Romero scored, Porro scored. Goals coming from all over the pitch. Concentrate. Good. Maddison. Klein now plays it to the right, left-hand side. Joachim Andersen now with Kulu. Shouldn't have beat. Wow.
Brilliant defending. Van der Ven.
He shouldn't been. Anderson shouldn't have got past. Kulusevski there. Really.
Yeah, it's quite. The two centre backs have been phenomenal. I thought they were brilliant against Fulham as well the other night.
It's another corner. I think that was off Sarr. Come on, Spurs. 4 minutes to go of the 90. Then we'll see how long. Come on, Spurs. Come on. Vicario talking to all of them. Come on. Taking it short. Raksaki now takes a shot, comes off Højbjerg and goes for another corner.
We're a little bit slow cutting that short ball out.
Yeah. 10 corners now, Palace, or 11 corners.
Yeah, a lot. A lot.
Come on. What the hell was
that? That's gone. That is gone. Goal kick.
What was that?
So the Palace player took the corner and just completely got it out of play. Our goalkeeper player of the month, says Stacey Bashford. What do you reckon?
Huh?
Player of the month, Vicario?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. He's made some crucial. I mean, he's been up for save of the month as well the last 2 months, but hasn't got that because there's been some others. But I'd have to say that. Yeah, I mean, him or. He's
definitely one of the best performing goalkeepers in the Premier League, right?
If not, yeah. I mean, look, this will be 3 clean sheets in a row. It'll be our 5th. I think it's our 5th clean sheet in 9 games. So look, that's fantastic.
We've got a really strong spine in our team.
Sarr gave the ball away, but what's good is that's our ball. Yes, Borrow.
That's ours.
The ref's giving it as well. Well done, ref. Well done, ref. And here he comes,
Brian Hill, Bentancur, ready to come on the 88th minute.
So we're going to say Kulu and...
I'm happy, man. I think Maddison might go off. And maybe Kulu. Maybe Kulu. No, I think Kulu and Maddis will go off. Hill and Bentancur ready to come on, guys. As we said, 85th minute, some of you wanted them on. It's coming up to the 88th. But I think there's going to be quite a few minutes added on in injury time.
I think so as well.
Overall, I think by the time he gets on, he'll probably get like a good 8 to 10 minutes, depending on injury time.
Well done.
Here we are, guys. 80 minutes, 88 minutes, 35 seconds. Bentancur, here you go. Maddison on for Brian Hill.
Yeah.
I think the other player's going to be, Kulusevski. Like we did predict that.
Yeah.
So Bentancur's going to take his place where Maddison played, and Hill's going to play on the right-hand side.
Look, and even Emerson there clapping Bentancur coming on.
Best mates, aren't they, these two? Kulusevski and Bentancur. Bentancur is back, guys. Officially, he's back. Looks like he's got a little bit of a mohawk going on as well.
Great to see him on the pitch.
Internet Explorer, he is indeed. He's back, baby.
Oh, that is just that's brilliant there from Højbjerg. Let's go, Spurs. Let's go, Spurs. Go on, Sarr. Drive. Keep going, Sarr. Keep going.
Look at your boy.
I know, he's everywhere, isn't he?
Does what he wants.
He does what he wants.
Emerson Royal. He does what he wants. 8 minutes added on. 90 minutes are up. 8 minutes injury time. Or added time, as we call it nowadays.
That was poor from Emerson. Worst thing he's done all season. All game. What am I talking about? Well done from Brennan Johnson. Looks like Johnson's gone on this right-hand side now. Sarr now. Johnson's through. Go on, Johnson! Handball!
Bentancur didn't hit it right. Had the possibility there to get the third.
Yes, Romero. Porro and him chesting each other. Love it.
Every tackle that's celebrated by Spurs fan with fist bumps and chest bumps, guys. It's so great to see. That's a great block, by the way.
Yeah.
Porro got in behind, puts the ball across to Son, who takes a shot, but it's a great block from Gueye.
Yeah, really good
hit
block.
His hand a little bit, but nah, that's not.
Bentancur is on, Spurs fan. Bentancur is back on the pitch.
Such an important player for us. He'll give us another dimension in midfield, guys. I really do believe that. The guy does a run. He glides with the ball. Brilliant, brilliant. Box to box, you know. The transition from defence to attack by him, he's brilliant at that. And I think we're adding another...
Look, they're just not even going for it, are they? Vicario's just stood there.
Like I said, there's been a bit of a resigned. They gave up the moment we scored a second goal.
Great ball from Højbjerg out to Brighton Hill.
Martin, here you are. We're giving you a mention. Big up, Martin.
Oh. Yes! My boy! My boy!
Well, I don't even need to tell you who that foul was won by.
Oh, he's putting out some flicks now as well. There's some Brazilian in his body. 5 minutes to go. Højbjerg loses it though. Here comes Crystal Palace.
Alpha, and your mention as well.
Oh, it's come off Emerson's foot. Oh, but Mickey van der Ven.
Van der Ven,
wow.
Man of the match? Van der Ven?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's your man of the match, guys? We might as well let's play a little game here. Who's your man of the match? Guys in the chat, I want to see you answer. One name for your man of the match.
Porro.
Goal.
Porro, man.
2-1. Porro missed the header. Ayo takes the ball down. Strikes that. Goal. Missed the header completely by Porro.
Oh, handball.
I think that's what Romero was saying, though, as a handball. It's a great strike. Ball from Porro. It's gone up, missed it. Is it a handball?
No.
I don't know. A goal out of nothing.
Oh, I don't know. I think...
They're saying there's a handball involved there, guys. They're checking it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there? I don't think there is.
Yeah.
It hits his chest and then his hand, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a handball.
Chest, hand. Can you see it? Chest, hand.
Yeah.
There. Chest first, hand after. Yeah. Chest, arm. There's 100% hits his hand there. Chest, arm, there.
Yeah, there you go.
There, it hits his hand, man. You can see it. And it puts it in his stride. So it puts it on his right foot, doesn't it? It's a great finish, but the hand helped put that ball in his line.
Yeah,
of his right foot.
It does
so
help
I
him.
think it should be ruled out because it's favoured him in the end.
Yeah.
Is he going to rule it out or what? They're going to rule it out? Why is it taking so long, man? It's a handball, man. Come on.
What are we waiting for? We can see it.
Hit his chest, hits his hand, and then the ball comes in front of him and he's hit it with his right foot. It's favoured him for that strike. Otherwise, he would have had to have taken it on his left foot. What? Why is it taking so long,
man? We've been sat here for 3 minutes.
FVAR, FVAR. You know what the guys are saying, right? FVAR.
Yeah.
You can hear them. It's a great finish, but it's been favoured. Come on. It's a goal.
Oh.
They've given it. It's diabolical. Diabolical, man. It's clearly handled that. His chest, it hit his arm, and it's gone to his right, in line of his right leg, his right foot, which then enables him to strike it well, by all means, but it's favoured him. There you go, he said it. You see, he's saying it. It hit his chest, his arm, and it's gone on his right foot.
Right, come on, Spurs. Don't cock this up. That's outrageous. Listen to the noise, man.
Of course, man, of course.
But this is what it says. Why weren't they up for this earlier? They could have got a goal earlier.
No, then the players needed to give the fans something to chat about, didn't they? I don't know how much more time's going to be added on after this.
No, should be about 3 minutes. Porro's all at sea now. Corner now. This is nervy, man. This is nervy.
The goalkeeper's gone up for a corner as well.
Focus, Spurs.
Keeper.
Oh, he flaps at it. Go on, Emerson. Go on, Emerson. Just boots it clear.
Come on, boys.
VAR checking. Yes, Emerson. Oh, ref!
What's going on there, man?
That is
Hey,
filth.
ref, what's going on?
Go on, Emerson. Getting his boy there. That's a filthy tackle. They've all gone up to him and saying that's filth. Emerson's getting booked, but fair play.
Unnecessary. Yellow card for who? Anderson's got a yellow, but why has one of our players got a yellow card?
It's disgraceful tackle. How's Emerson not got a yellow card there? He's gone up and...
Well, the time is up. It looks like, obviously...
Like, great tackle from Emerson.
Yeah, that was... And then, obviously, here... Oh, that's disgraceful, man. That is disgraceful.
That could be a red.
He's gone straight through... Like, Anderson's gone straight through Brian Hill from behind as well, look.
Oh, my God, that's filth.
That's a red card, man. That's a red, Nick.
That is a red.
And he's giving him only a yellow. So, yeah, it was 98 minutes. The time is up, but there was a lot of time wasted for that VAR decision.
3 minutes.
3 minutes at
We've got
least.
two more at least.
We're looking on the 100 mark. 101.
Romero's asking if they're checking if that's for a red card. Brennan Johnson also.
Brennan Johnson got a yellow card as well, maybe for protests. Dissent.
Oh, Porro, what are you doing, man? I was going to say, ref, are you going to give it? Right, that should be a yellow card to
How many times, man? How many times? How many times? How many times is allowed that all game with him?
Yeah, allowed it all game.
How many fouls has Ayew done today? 6, 7, 8? Come on, guys. We're probably about a minute away. I still think we're in control of this game. The goal, as you know, they're giving them a little bit of a voice, but
offside.
Offside. That's silly. We shouldn't be getting offside there with our wingers. Everybody up. Goalkeeper's going to take a long goal kick or long kick from where.
Offside. It's offside. Well done, Spurs. Well done, Spurs. Roy Hodgson's losing his mind.
Come on, there has to be only. It's got to be over now. Yeah, they're all off. As soon as it takes that kick, they're all off.
Yeah.
All of them.
Great high line from Spurs. Go on.
I should have gone with a 2-1.
Should have done, Iggy. You should have done.
I went with everyone in the comments. They're 3-1. I was like, I'm decided. 2-1, 3-1. 2-1, 3-1.
Should have been 2-0, to be fair. Handball. So we'll split it between us. We kind of both got it right. Come on, ref. Romero, man.
Not the greatest of balls. Ref, the game's over, man. Come on.
It's not over. It's not over. Oh. Jesus.
Sweating. Everyone's sweating here, boy. Everyone, the fans, the bench, everybody's sweating. Maddison just, I think he peed himself. Oh my, he's completely flapped that, didn't he, on his left foot? It's got to be game over, man. Come on, 100 and what?
Come on.
2 minutes?
Kick it.
8 minutes added on, 102, game over.
Yes! Come on!
Top of the league.
Top of the league.
5 points clear.
5 points.
What are you saying? 5 points clear, Gooners.
Wow. That was important. That was important.
I had a little scare, but you know, what are you going to do?
We had a little bit of a scare. But look, we're now going to go into the instant match reaction. What's going on, people? Tottenham 2, Crystal Palace 1. We got there in the end. A lot more comfortable in that second half, Iggy, than we were in the first.
For sure, man. I said as soon as we pushed on and got our goal, the game will go exactly. We'll have Crystal Palace in the palm of our hands, and that's exactly what happened. They opened up a little bit more. We then capitalised on that with 2-0, and after that, we absolutely sucked the blood out of them. Only right at the end there, the fans came to voice again when they pulled one back, which I felt should have been ruled out for a handball, in my opinion, because it hits his chest, it hits his arm, which favours him on the right foot to strike the ball as well as he did, but it favoured him by the ball hitting his hand. But apart from that, really and truly, even after that, even the push on a little bit, it was a comfortable night. We was complete and utter dominated that game.
Yeah, look, and for me, you're absolutely right, Iggy. I think, you know, that first half, look, Palace hadn't scored. They hadn't conceded in bar 2 of their games so far. Yeah. So it was always going to be a 0-0 in that first half. But we came out, we got the goal. Fortunately, maybe, Maddison, it wasn't going on target, but it got in. And then after that, like you said, we made the substitutions. And look, I think Porro probably had one of his worst games tonight, up until that last bit at the end where he kind of redeemed himself a little bit. But Mickey van der Ven and Romero, again.
The spine of our team is immense. We've got the 2 boys at the back, centre-backs, Romero and van der Ven, Bissouma, Maddison, Son. That spine is that is the best thing about this team. I felt in the wide areas we weren't as good in the first half. I thought Kula wasn't going past his man, which he did a lot better in the second half. Richarlison and Davis, that chain wasn't brilliant, which is why we changed it in the second half. We changed with Brennan Johnson and Emerson, which added a lot more quality. Defensively, we was a bit more solid with Emerson there on the left-hand side, and then going forwards, Brennan Johnson impacted with the goal, with the second goal. So they did what they had to do. So we had a bit more quality in the wide areas. And when Nkulu started taking on men one-on-one situation, and I thought Porro did have a better second half. Although he dropped like a half a point for me for missing that header, which allowed Ayew to score his goal. But apart from that, I thought we was comfortable. Possession, controlled the game. We dealt with it. One little scare in the whole game. 2 in the first half, but in the end there, really, apart from that goal, that didn't really give us much to worry about. Maybe set pieces a bit, but overall, I thought it was a really comfortable night, and Spurs thoroughly deserve the 3 points. 5 points clear. Top of the league, Nick. Not a bad night's work.
Not a bad night's work. And look, we got some extra time to recover because we don't play again until the following Monday.
Yeah.
Chelsea at home. It's going to be an interesting atmosphere, tasty atmosphere. But look, we got through it unscathed, really. Basuma was obviously substituted. I think today was the first day that we saw Ange get the substitutions right. Not that he's got it wrong, but they had an impact on the game rather than having a detrimental impact, on the game. Because we saw the subs and what happened at Fulham, right? And we saw the levels go down. Actually, the quality went up with those subs today. So I think Ange made those subs at the right time.
Ange makes the substitutions, right? Then it's up to the players coming on to prove whether he did the right thing or the wrong thing. Now, Postecoglou will read the game, he will see the game and evaluate where he feels the changes needs to be made to favour his team, to favour the moment. Then it's up to the players with their impact as to whether it's made the right call or not. Against Fulham, they didn't work. They didn't work because the impact that they made it, like you said, it was to the detriment of the team, and it showed because we had no control of that latter part of the Fulham, the latter part of the second half of the Fulham game. Tonight was different. Tonight was completely different. The changes that were made the impact. We was able to take Basuma off, and Højbjerg, I thought, deserved to get the last half hour because he deserved it from the game that he played against Fulham.
Yep.
That's the continuation that he gets from that game. He was then looked upon and say, you know what, you did me good the other night. Come on tonight for Basuma. So he now knows that if Basuma needs to not, come off, he's going to be the next man in line. If you look at the wide areas, Brennan Johnson brings us quality. Emerson, not a left back, but he gave us a little bit more security. And Van der Ven, coming across a lot less with Emerson there. And we know Emerson's good on the ball anyway. So, and Brennan Johnson impacted the game in the way that he should have done. And then obviously in the end, it was great to see Brian Hill and, of course, my boy, Bentancur, back on the pitch. That's two players that have come back from injuries that will add their qualities in due course whenever we need it. So, listen, overall, I thought with the changes and the players that played from the start, I thought it was a good night's work. And now we really focus on the big match ahead in another London derby. Three. So we've had Fulham, now Palace, and now we go for the home game against Chelsea. That's 3 London derbies. I don't know anywhere else in who gets as many derbies as we do. But, we roll with the punches and we go again.
Yeah, look, and for me, another game where the standard of refereeing has come under the spotlight.
Premier League refereeing is poor, Baz.
Yeah, I think for me, he let too much go early on, which allowed Palace to play their game that they were wanting to, disrupting the play, little kicks, little, challenges that were going unpunished. We saw a couple, Romero getting pushed in the back that wasn't given, and everything else. I just don't understand how the standards of referees can be so bad.
It's been like that all season, but I'll tell you something else, and I'm going to say something that probably is going to piss a lot of people off. I'm thoroughly convinced that since that Liverpool game, and I said it when it happened, I said it that this would happen where we will get decisions from that moment onwards, where even though it was no fault of our own what happened in that match, it was purely referee and VAR. It's not Tottenham, it's not Liverpool, it was the VAR referee. And I felt that since then, Liverpool have had decisions go their way. Yeah, they've had big calls. And calls like tonight where it was a clear handball.
Yeah.
All right, I don't care how many times they view that. The guy hits his chest, hits his hand. How many times you got to see that to then say, well, how could you not say it didn't play a part? It didn't play a part in that goal. Of course it played a part because the fact that he hit his hand, it's allowed the ball to go from the left side of his foot to the right side of his foot, which is his favourite foot, which ultimately resulted in him striking the ball in the back of the net. There's the decisions. Well, they're not costly tonight. But any other night, man, you could be 1-0 up with a few minutes left, and you're walking away with a draw there. And since then, with little decisions like that starting to creep in, how many yellow cards have been dished out to Ayew and Edouard alone? 5-6 fouls they committed in swiping players out. Thankfully, our players have not reacted to that.
Yep.
But I guarantee you, Basuma put one challenge anywhere near to that level, he would have been booked and suspended for the Chelsea game.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like you said, you touched on VAR. Not only, I mean, I don't know what they're watching or what conversation that they're having, but it was over 3 minutes. Over 3 minutes to make a decision when, like you say, it clearly hit his arm. It bounced down and it helped him. And look, it was a great finish. I'm not taking anything away from the finish. But if that doesn't touch his arm, it's on his left foot. It's not going to land on his right foot. And then Porro's maybe going to make up for the.
But that's when you know, because they made such a quick decision for that Diaz goal. Now they're taking the time. They're taking 2-3 minutes, and they still got it wrong.
Yeah.
So it's not taking 3 minutes to make a right call. They took 3 minutes to make the wrong call again.
Yeah.
So you're making a decision quick enough to then say it was a wrong call. And then today, even with 3 minutes, we saw it loads of times. We said, look, it's hit his hand. How once it hits your hand, you cannot say it wasn't deliberate or what. I'm not saying it was deliberate, but it favoured him to strike the ball where he wanted to because it hit his hand before guy landed on his right foot. And Maddison, if you guys saw the images, he was saying it to the fourth man. It's hit him there, and instead of landing there, the ball's ended up there, and that's where he struck it. So it's favoured him. Once that happens, you've got to disallow it.
Yeah, look, it'll be interesting to see what the audio comes out because they're releasing the audio, so it'll be interesting to see what the audio is. But look, I think that there's going to be a massive spotlight on the game on Monday.
You're saying we better get an apology for the PGMO. Yeah. Maybe someone will ask for a replay after.
Yeah. Maybe PGMO. If you're watching, maybe we're going to get an apology.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
I wouldn't hold my breath. But look, like you said, Iggy, the return of your boy, Bentancur.
Loved it, man. Loved seeing him. And you can see the fans, Tottenham, the away fans there, were absolutely buzzing seeing him back on the pitch. It's just, he's an immense player. And he will absolutely thrive in playing under Postecoglou. We don't have another midfielder like it. He glides, the transition with him from defence to attack is different level, and he's someone that when he runs with the ball, he just glides. He's just brilliant. He can get gritty. He can be dirty when he wants to be as well. I just think that we're gonna up a level once he finds his form. We have to give him the time to find his best form. It's been a long time. He's been out for a year, nearly enough. He's come back sooner than predicted, but. Once he finds his best form, we have another dynamic, another addition in that midfield, which gives us much more quality. And like I said, when he needs to get dirty, he does, no problem. So I'm excited to have him back.
Yeah, and look, it gives us more options, right? It gives us more options for Chelsea. Basuma, I mean, look, I'd be very surprised if we don't start pretty much the same team. Maybe, obviously, would you make a decision about Brennan Johnson starting against Chelsea?
Well, look, I imagine Udoji is going to be fit and well for that one, so he will get his place back at left back. So that already sets us up there defensively as the best back four, including Beccaria and Basuma in front. After that, on the left hand side, I think we need to make a decision. If we keep on with Richarlison or do we bring in Brennan Johnson? Brennan Johnson had a really good impact in tonight's game. So that's where I feel the decision will be made. Depends how Postecoglou wants to play it. But other than that, I see another unchanged team playing against Chelsea. I see that's the left side essentially is where we need to look at. But everywhere else, I see everyone pretty steady.
So looking forward, Iggy, it's going to be a Monday game under the lights. Pochettino coming back to the lane. It's going to be fiery. Are we going to see? We saw a battle at the bridge. Are we going to see something at the lane? I can't think of a word. There's a battle.
Listen, I think Tottenham, like Postecoglou said, it's a nightclub. Tottenham is a nightclub, and he's all right with that. Listen, the atmosphere has been incredible for all home games. Another London derby under the lights, Chelsea. The game sets up itself. You don't need to pump the game up even more. It's going to be absolutely it's going to be shaking in that stadium. Even I reckon an hour before kickoff it'll be like that.
Yeah.
And of course, in addition to that, our old manager's coming back for the first time. I think he's coming back as an ex. Some people say he'll get a good reception, and then when the match starts, it'll be a bad reception. Listen, he's a Chelsea manager now, so I expect.
He's a Chelsea manager, and remember what he said in that interview. Yeah, remember what he said. I don't want to hear he's magic, I don't want to hear any of that inside the stadium.
I don't think we will.
I don't want to see any of that, any nonsense. We go out, we play hard, and at the end you can clap him or do whatever you want to do. But I don't want to hear any songs like that.
I don't think of it. I think we're full flow with Postecoglou, and he's just going to be treated like the Chelsea. As a Chelsea counterpart. Listen, it's great that he's coming back. It's good. I hope he does well, but after the Chelsea game, after the Spurs game, not
just before we wrap up here, a couple of members chats. Andrew Dean, member for 6 months. Big step if we finish top 4, win the league. Shh, don't say those words yet.
Calm.
It's because of our strong defence. Romero, Van de Ven, Vicario keep us in the game 100%. Look, with those 3 in that triangle, they're just solid. Romero looks a different player. Van de Ven's pace is electric. And Vicario, he's upset with that goal, and we're all upset with that goal at the end. But he's been an absolute, crucial saves at crucial times throughout this season, and he's just been fantastic.
Listen, when you got something good going, when a system that works, everyone's happy within that system. Everyone's happy with the play that we're playing. Like I said, we've got a really good spine. We had to just get them to play long enough together to build the understanding. Now that they got that. And obviously the added responsibility given to Romero as vice captain means that he's had to step up. He's had to approach his outlook in the games is far more assured, more calm. But also he's been helped by another great defender next to him, which is what probably he needed, which was missing. He was. Some people saying he was hasty. He's always reckless, but that's because he was always under pressure, playing with players that clearly not nowhere near the level. That's not to say that Romero's, is the Franz Beckenbauer of the situation, but he's playing with a player that is on the level. So, and they've created a wicked understanding. Vicario, quality addition. Who'd have thought we would have? We wanted Raya. And we've got Vicario. People wasn't sure, who's this guy all about. But it turns out to be that in the end, we've made the right choice in Vicario. And as long as we've got those 3 players, including Basuma and Tottenham, fit and ready every single game, we will always be solid in defence.
Absolutely. And Powder TCG, member for 90 months, was great seeing Benson Cole come back on.
Yeah, great.
And a word for our captain, Heung-min Son. Very, isolated in that first half, but when it mattered, he was in that position, and it's now his 8th goal in 7 games. He's 1 behind Erling Haaland, who, according to some, is a bang average John Carew. Big up, Mr. Box Office. Just Sonny today.
Listen, it just goes to show how many chances did he have? Once he was provided a service, what did he do? He put it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
What do you want from your striker? What do you want? He was given a service. He put the ball in the back of the net at one time asking. It just goes to show. We put the balls in there and Son will slot it on. That's it. The guy's a finisher. He's a world-class finisher, and he will always score goals. He didn't get the service in the first half. He didn't really get much of the ball. They were defending outside the box, really and truly. So that meant that Son had to play a lot of it back to goal. But once we got our goal, the first one that is, then the things opened up and he was able to exploit the gaps given by them. And then when it mattered, Brennan Johnson put the ball in the box and he was there to capitalise. That's what you want. What else do you want from your striker?
Absolutely. Look, Spurs fans, enjoy the ride. That's all I'm going to say. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're top of the league, 5 points clear. Let's not get carried away. Let's not do what they did down the road. Let's just enjoy it, because we've had 2 or 3 years of fossil football, as expressions would say. We've had an awful time off the pitch and on it. Let's just enjoy it. Let's get loud. Let's get to the lane, and let's show Chelsea what we're made of next Monday night. Everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us. We're going to have the post-match fan show. The link will be in the community section and it will be emailed out to those that are members. Thank you all for joining us. I said 2-0. Iggy said 3-1 because he kind of went with it. We're kind of in the middle, so we're both claiming we got the score right tonight. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.